They weren't prisoners. They were paid to stay. And once you took the money, the town owned your life. In the late 1880s, the American frontier wasn't about freedom anymore. It was about endurance. Jacob Carter learned that the hard way. He and his wife, Eliza, had buried their last hope 2 miles west of nowhere, right next to a broken wagon wheel and a dead mule. Winter was coming early that year, and the plains didn't care if you believed in second chances. That's when they saw the town. Red Hollow appeared like a promise that shouldn't exist. Wooden storefronts freshly painted, smoke curling from chimneys, horses well fed, no beggars, no chaos, just silence. The kind that feels heavy, not peaceful. The sheriff greeted them before they even reached the square. "You folks look like you could use work," he said, smiling too easily. They were offered food, shelter, and something unheard of on the frontier: wages. Weekly pay, not for labor, but for residence. Red Hollow, they were told, paid people to stay. The council explained it that evening inside a lamplit hall. "This land is dangerous," the mayor said. "Outlaws, drought, disease. We invest in stability." The contract was simple: stay in town, follow the rules, receive protection, food rations, housing, and steady pay. Jacob felt uneasy. No frontier town handed out money without blood attached. Eliza didn't hesitate. They signed. That night, Jacob noticed something strange. No laughter in the saloons, no music, no drunks wandering the streets. Everyone went inside before sundown. And no one talked about the road out. Weeks passed, and Red Hollow revealed itself in fragments. The wages were real. The food was plentiful. The streets stayed clean. But conversations stopped when Jacob asked questions. Who built the town? Where do people go when they leave? How long has this place been here? Smiles followed. Then silence. Jacob noticed the guards next, armed men posted at the edges of town, not facing inward like protection, but outward, watching the roads. One night, Eliza whispered, "Have you seen a cemetery?" There wasn't one. No funerals, no mourning, no children growing up either, only adults, all somewhere between exhausted and watchful. When Jacob finally asked the mayor about leaving in the spring, the man chuckled softly. "You're free to go any time," he said, "just not with our investment." That's when Jacob learned about the debt. Every meal, every roof shingle, every coin paid to them was tracked. Leaving meant repayment, with interest, an amount no frontier laborer could ever afford. "And if someone tries anyway?" Jacob asked. The mayor leaned back. "They usually reconsider." That same night, a man named Thomas packed his wagon. By morning, his house was empty, clean, like no one had ever lived there. By evening, his name vanished from the work ledger. Red Hollow didn't erase people loudly. It erased them neatly. Eliza found the truth beneath the schoolhouse floor. Ledgers, contracts, accounting books going back decades, names, payments, deductions, and a final column labeled Resolved. Red Hollow wasn't surviving despite the frontier. It was profiting from it. Travelers arrived desperate. The town stabilized them, then trapped them through debt and fear. Those who complied lived quietly. Those who resisted disappeared. The guards weren't protecting citizens. They were protecting investments. Jacob realized something even darker. The town didn't kill people often. That was inefficient. It broke spirits instead. People stopped trying to leave because hope itself became too expensive. Eliza wanted to run anyway. They planned their escape for dawn. Horses hidden, supplies stolen. A map traced by moonlight. But Red Hollow always knew. The guards waited at the edge of town. Not angry, not rushed, just prepared. The sheriff stepped forward. "You owe more than you think." Jacob reached for his pistol. Eliza stopped him. Because the frontier taught one lesson brutally well. Violence wasn't freedom. Survival was. They were given a choice: stay, work, forget, or leave with nothing, including each other. Eliza stayed. Jacob was escorted beyond the boundary, stripped of supplies, pointed toward the wasteland. Red Hollow kept its investment. Years later, travelers claimed to see a woman standing on the main street at dusk, watching the road west. Still paid, still alive, still owned. And Red Hollow kept growing. Because the most dangerous prisons in American history weren't built with walls. They were built with promises.